Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And my brothers and sisters, I'm about to show you the most direct questioning that Steve Dettelbach has gotten in a minute. Jim Jordan flat out said, "What are you hiding?" I mean, literally accused the ATF of malfeasance in the issue of killing Brian Malanowski, the airport executive from Arkansas. This is an exchange you're going to want to see. Everything will be linked right down there in the description box. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And this content is brought to you by the giveaway from Vanish Holsters. I'm going to show you real quick, and then we're going to get it. Today, I want to tell you about the biggest giveaway I've ever had on my channel. This is from Vanish Holsters. They are giving one of you this $80,000 custom Rocky Ridge Silverado for free to one lucky American who buys one of their gun magnets or t-shirts through June 3rd. And all you have to do to get a shot at that truck is get one of these bad boys, the storage magnet from Vanish Holsters. You are talking about rare earth magnets that will hold up to 45 pounds across any terrain once it's mounted in your vehicle. It can not only hold the gun itself, also has room for one magazine, and on top of that, it will not scratch at all your firearm. Now, to get entries for this truck, make sure you check this out at the link in the description box below. Vanish is looking to hook you up. This is something where you get a massive discount just for clicking right down there, and you get the entries as well. Thank you so much to them. And all right, beautiful people, listen, there were so many amazing moments in this 4-hour Judiciary Committee that we did yesterday against Dettelbach. You got a lot of great stuff coming. But for now, we're going to hit the Jim Jordan thing, because what he directly said is what I want to see a whole lot more of, because he went hard at him. And there are 4 clips we're about to show you. Let's get it. Let's introduce Jim Jordan, chairman of the Judiciary Committee. This guy has a bone to pick, and you're about to see it.
Dettelbach, what were you trying to hide? On the raid on March 19th at Mr. Malanowski's house, disabled the doorbell camera, cut electricity to the house, and you didn't wear body cameras. What were you guys trying to hide?
Mr. Chairman, we're not trying to hide things. In fact,
Sure seems like it.
You
guys cut electricity to the house?
After the...
Oh, that's a question.
I'm trying to answer. Okay, if there's no question, that's fine. I'm sorry.
No, that is a question. Did you?
After the incident, we, along with the Little Rock Police, called for an independent investigation being done by the Arkansas State Police and the local prosecutor.
No,
That's not trying to hide anything.
I asked 3 questions. Why'd you put the tape on the doorbell camera? Why'd you cut the lights? And why didn't you wear the body cams? What are you trying to hide?
Very valid question. So, in the death of Brian Malanowski, again, this was for selling 9 guns after buying 150 over 3 years. Sold 9 of them. It all came out in the hearings that we talked about and we covered. So why did you feel the need to roll up with 10 vehicles of agents? Why did you cut the power? Why did you wait till he was home? Why were your body cams off? And why was the Little Rock Police Department's body cams off? Can't answer that question? Well, there's an independent investigation. Don't want to jump to any conclusions. Oh, we're going to get to that in 1 second. Because I do find it very fascinating that the director of the ATF, who has called for AR bans and other magazine bans and common sense gun reform in the wake of any tragedy that we have that would be media politicized, let's just say, there's no waiting for the details and the facts of that one. In fact, we just never need to talk about those details, but we do need more gun control, because it's not irresponsible to talk about that then. But now in this case, when the ATF kills a guy in his own home, that would be irresponsible to jump the gun from the investigation. I just want to bring that forward because that's a very valid argument. It seems more around convenience than anything else, I'll be honest with you. But let's go to the next clip. We got to get this, Jim. He's on.
What are you trying to hide?
And Mr. Chairman, the reason that we called for the investigation is we're not trying to hide anything. The reason I'm not going to talk about what's going on in that investigation is to respect its independence and out of fairness. There's a reason for the Department of Justice policy that's existed for so many decades about not commenting on pending matters. It's not fair to people, and it risks the perception that people are trying to influence.
How about this one? Why'd you ignore the rules? Because don't the rules say you should only use a no-knock entrance into a property if it's the only way, if it's the absolute best way to do it. I mean, I can read from Ms. Monaco's directive. Limit the circumstances in which agents may seek to enter a dwelling pursuant to a warrant without complying with the knock and announce rule because of the risk posed to both law enforcement and civilians. So you want to limit this. Why'd you guys do it all in 57 seconds?
Okay. Because if you're not familiar, the assistant director is his underling. That woman that he just read from. The stated policy of ATF was we don't want to do no-knock warrants because no-knock warrants endanger the police and the civilians. Again, no body cam footage. You cut the power. You raided at 6 a.m. with 10 agents full stack. Interesting. Intriguing indeed. But again, their position is we can't talk about a pending investigation. Wait till I show you the video from Victoria Spartz where she rips them a new one. Like I said, lots of stuff coming. But let's continue with Jim because, again, he's onto something here. Check this out. This is incredibly important for you guys to share out.
In general, the Department of Justice written policy allows local law enforcement on these types of operations, short-term operations, to follow their own guidelines and policies, if they wish, in body-worn cameras. And what I wanted to say is...
Their policy was to wear them. They weren't wearing them that day. We want to know why. Did you tell them not to wear them?
Mr. Chairman, again, it is simply unfair at this point while there's a pending investigation.
That's a simple question. We just want to know why they weren't following the rules. Their rules say wear body cameras. Your rules say wear body cameras. You weren't wearing body cameras. I go back to my original question. What were you trying to hide? We saw the video where you walked up and you put the tape on the doorbell. We know there were no lights to the foyer area. We have Mrs. Malanowski here who can testify to that. And we know you weren't wearing body cameras. What were you hiding?
That's an extremely valid question. The Little Rock Department, policy to wear cameras. ATF Department, policy to wear cameras. No cameras were on either party. You have the power was cut and a full stack raid in a warrant to search for something that is not related to criminal activity of the individual. You guys not picking up anything sniffy here? You're not catching that? Because after all, it'd be irresponsible to jump and make a conclusion around policy and the outcomes before an investigation was done. Again, I would like to bring forward every individual shooting that they have called for gun control within 3 hours of it happening. It's an extremely important contrast. But I got one more thing for you because, again, Jim, this is just the opening statements.
They plan them, they look at things.
Director, you got to admit, this is a little unique. You got a citizen, the highest paid official in the municipal government, Little Rock, Arkansas, making $260,000 a year, running the airport, no criminal background history, nothing, and he's dead at a pre-dawn raid when it sure looks like you could have served this search warrant when he wasn't there, but you decided not to. You decided to wait till he was home when you did it on March 19th. And as a result, Mr. Malanowski is no longer with us.
That's the whole point. Why did you do the raid when you knew he was there? You could have avoided conflict, but instead you stacked up with 10 cars full of agents, did a full stack raid at 6 a.m. after cutting the power, and there are no cameras whatsoever. In fact, any camera on the premises you blocked out. Yeah, that's not a good look. And that's what I've got for you guys. So much more is coming. I can't wait to show you Representative Spartz. You got Representative Hunt. You got Massey. You got Gates. All of it's coming. Make sure you are tuned in. Subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.